Welcome back. Our next story is one of the most unusual I've ever seen. Can you imagine going ice fishing with no rods and reels? Our guide, Jared Christie, has the story.
It looks...
Today it's 15 degrees and sunny. It's very, very nice.
Feels...
You just put it right in the sled.
And sounds like a typical winter morning on White Bear Lake.
We're just hauling everything out, check the depth, and then we'll cut a hole.
A hole for ice fishing, right?
If you want to get the saw ready, since you got the goggles on.
No, these folks have something else in mind.
We are right over in here.
Okay, so their trunks look more like walrus suits.
Setting up a scuba tank?
But who in their right mind goes scuba diving in the middle of winter? Now, that is an ice auger.
Well, they're cutting the hole, and then we cut the triangle into smaller cubes so they're easier to pull out of the hole.
Sure. Okay.
This isn't a club or a group.
Oh, that's a huge...
Just a bunch of friends who like to scuba dive under 18 inches of ice.
We're going to have to shovel more snow around here. We're going to set up the tent inside.
Yeah, the first year when we were diving, we didn't have much for a tent, and I thought, I can come up with something.
Clamp it down where? There's one. And where else can you drive right up to your dive site, and there's no mosquitoes, and there's no seasickness? It's wonderful. Checking the visibility, see how deep, how far the Secchi disc goes down, and when we can't see it anymore, then we know what the visibility is.
It's on the bottom, and I can see it.
So that was about 20 feet.
Okay, let's gear up. To stay warm, these divers wear dry suits.
Okay, you're set.
The only part that gets cold is right here, and that can't be any colder than 32, right?
Here's the tricky part about ice diving.
Tom, do you know how much air you got in your tank?
There's only one way in
We're going to hook them onto the safety line.
and out. Release a little air, and away he goes.
We're in about 20 feet of water, and we have 100-foot lines, so we can go up into about 15 feet of water and check out some of the weeds. And then we can go down into the deeper part, too.
You got to keep a little tension on him so you know he's down there. And then every once in a while, we got to pull on the rope a couple of times to make sure he's got an okay signal.
I'm the safety diver, so if something happens underneath, or if they find that there's nobody on the end of the rope, then I'm ready to go in.
One by one, divers take the plunge.
And up she goes.
It's different. It allows people to continue diving when they live in the northern climate. They don't have to just dive June, July, and August.
You can see quite a ways, and you can find lots of, usually we call it treasure, but for the most part it's junk. It's tires and cans and anchors and fishing rods.
Hey, he's got something.
Yeah.
Tires, anchors, and fishing rods. All signs of fishing, just no fish.
Not much for fish, lots of snails and beer cans, though.